Hi, it's Ian Reeves here, the head of the Centre for Journalism at the University of Kent. In this short video I'm just going to be introducing you to our undergraduate and postgraduate degree programmes. I'm going to be talking about some of our fantastic state-of-the-art facilities, and I'm also going to be introducing you to some of the students who have graduated from those programmes and are already working in great jobs in the media industry. So we're going to start with a very quick overview of our programmes, starting with our new TV and digital video production programme, which is our newest programme and is in fact our first programme for non-journalists. We then have our single honours journalism degree programme. We have a variety of joint honours journalism degrees. We have a new year in journalism programme in which students at the University of Kent can add an additional year to their undergraduate degree. And we have two MA programmes, one for multimedia journalism and an international multimedia journalism programme. So next we're going to hear from some of the students themselves. This group talked to us just after their graduation last summer.
Can I just say how to be a great journalist? Does that count?
I'm not so sure.
I need to start again.
God, I'm so sorry, Laura. The most important thing that I've learned at the Centre for Journalism is how to be confident.
Don't stop pursuing the story.
This place has built up my confidence in a way that I hadn't anticipated.
Always keep trying, you're going to get knocked back from sources, job applications.
How far we've come from the very first day when we didn't want to stop people from vox popping and we thought that making a phone call was the most terrifying thing in the world, to now when we just do it and it's just second nature.
Go outside your comfort zone and push your boundaries. You're going to learn some incredible new skills.
The most important thing I've learned is to not leave my work to the last minute.
Even if you think you have enough time to do your work, you really do not.
The most important thing I've learned at the Centre for Journalism is how to become a better writer and really think about the stories I'm telling and the people in the centre of the stories.
The thing I'm going to miss the most, weirdly, is the late nights.
The night before deadline. Just everyone in the newsroom collectively losing their mind.
Centre for Journalism just brings together so many talented young people and amazing lecturers.
The Centre for Journalism is a family, and that's something that you don't get in most places.
Do you know that whenever you need help, someone is there to help you?
The people, absolutely, it's a big journalistic family.
You see this crew of just passionate people who really care about the craft.
You can walk around the building and you know people in the corridors and the staff know you and they know what you're up to and they know what you want to become, and it just feels like everyone here is behind you and that they want you to do the best that you can possibly do.
So next we're going to have a look in a little bit more detail at some of those programmes, starting with the new BA in TV and digital video production. So this programme is for students who are interested in being part of the very fast growing content creation industry, particularly around video production. So it's for those people who want to work in TV, but not just traditional linear TV. Anybody who's watched streaming content on Netflix and other on-demand channels knows that the nature of this industry is changing dramatically, and there's an increasing amount of digital delivery of video content online as well. And this prepares students for that, for jobs in those kind of industries. As well as the more commercial aspects of that kind of production. Students joining us for this degree will also be able to take advantage of KMTV. There'll be more about KMTV later in this presentation, but it's a fully functioning 24-hour, 7-day-a-week television channel that's broadcasting to real audiences across Kent, and it's an Ofcom licensed TV station. But you'll also be able to work with other media businesses too. You'll be learning idea development, pitching, you'll be learning video editing skills, shooting skills, production skills, the management and organisation skills that you'll need, as well as running a gallery and working as part of a production team. And here are some of the individual modules that are part of this programme. The entry requirements for this, as a guide, are BBC at A level, but like all of our programmes, we tailor our offers to individual students. And here's an example of one of our students, Holly, who did a journalism degree but took TV production as a module for that, and that for her was a pathway into her chosen career, which is in TV production. So she now works at NV PostProduction, and they do post-production digital video work on shows like The Great British Bake Off, Top Gear, Gogglebox and Ninja Warrior. In fact, we've got a little video that Holly dropped back in to see us recently, and here's what she had to say.
Hi, I'm Holly Tidwell. I graduated from the University of Kent in 2019, and now I work at NV PostProduction. Sometimes hard drives come in for like Gogglebox, Bake Off, Grand Designs. I log them into our system and I take them wherever they need to go. I pretty much just help with anything anyone needs. For my final year project, I created a TV show called Art Fuse, and my goal for it was to create a structured TV, almost newsy show, like a chat show, but I wanted it to contain elements in a show that never existed before, so it really focused on the importance of art education, but in a really entertaining and humorous way.
Hulk smash!
Look at that, look at this, look at this. Can you believe this? They're not quite done yet, and I can't wait to see what they come up with tomorrow. To get into television, I'd say you need two things. Perseverance is one. You need to annoy people, prove you have the right to be there, show people you want to be there so they'll hire you. And the second thing is practice. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know the technical terms. You need to know what to do with the cameras, what to do with the hard drives. So you need to study it and understand how it works. Otherwise, people won't want to hire you because you have no experience. Day one is over, and as you can see, our artists have completely destroyed the office space. But let's see if they can turn this mess into something beautiful. Making TV, you meet a lot of different people, from talented actors to people who sit behind computers all day editing, to people who are willing to stand 100 feet in the air to film something. So it's a big, wide net of people, and you're all together trying to make this one thing. When my TV show came together, I felt very proud of myself. I felt prepared, like I could leave university, go into the real world and make something just like the same as that. I could actually do it, and now I'm doing it.
So next up, we're going to look at our journalism programme, starting with the Single Honours journalism programme. And this was our first ever degree programme that we launched at the centre. We've been running this for about 12 years now, and as you can see there, it's brilliant for student outcomes. So we've been top 5 in graduate employability in the Complete University Guide for the past 5 years, 3 of those at position 1. We're accredited by the National Council for the Training of Journalists, and that's very important for us, and more of which in a second. But we're teaching our students multimedia journalism skills for the modern age. There's lots of work experience opportunities, internship experience opportunities, and scholarship opportunities. And we teach in a newsroom environment, so we have very much a hands-on culture in which we believe that the best way to learn how to be a journalist is to go and be a journalist, producing real stories about real people. The accreditation for the National Council for the Training of Journalists is vital, and any student considering studying journalism really should be ensuring that the course that they choose is NCTJ accredited. That accreditation means that you'll be taking alongside your degree professional exams, and it's the only accrediting body which runs its own, it runs independent professional exams recognised across the industry. You'll be learning all of these skills and more, and the diploma in journalism, the NCTJ diploma in journalism, is the piece of paper that editors across the industry want you to have before you start work. And this is how well it works for us. So here's just a few logos of the news organisations across the globe, in fact, where our graduates now work. And this is just really a very small selection. Just a few examples of real faces, of real people who graduated in our most recent graduating class. Just to put some faces to names, and these are people who, as you can see, are working across all different types, from TV, newspapers, online, radio, magazines, all sorts.
Hello, my name's Emma Ray and I graduated from the Centre for Journalism in June 2019. The reason I went to CFJ was because it really appealed to me, the fact that people say that they got jobs as soon as they graduated, and some people even before they graduated. When I started my journey at CFJ, I didn't really know what journalism was. There was a lot of things that we had to do in your first, second and third year that trained you up to be a real journalist, and I could see it happening all the way through, that actually I was turning into a student and a journalist, and in the end of it I managed to secure a full-time job before I graduated. So I like the fact that journalism lets me tell people the story, real-time, true stories that I'm telling, not just my friends, not just my family, but the whole world. Journalism is a whole lot bigger than news stories. It's about all these behind-the-scenes skills. When I landed an internship at KMTV, I had no idea what to expect. It opened a whole new world, and all of a sudden journalism was real. I learned how to use Rundown. I learned what it was like to work in a live gallery on a live TV show. I learned to go out and find my own stories and report them for real TV. And it meant when I came to somewhere like Sky, I felt prepared and it all felt kind of familiar. I thought, I know that, I've seen that before, and I was confident enough to come into a newsroom like Sky and be like, I know how to do that because of what I learned at KMTV. Recently, I became a full-time employee at Sky as an output producer. So that means that I'm rotating around the newsroom. So at the end of 2 years, I'll be a fully qualified multimedia journalist.
So next I'd like to talk to you about KMTV, which is an Ofcom licensed television channel which is run right next to the Centre for Journalism on the Medway campus. And it really is a unique opportunity for the students who take our journalism and our TV production programmes to get involved in and to learn from the professional team that runs the channel. So that team puts together live news programming, for example, for our journalism students. It puts together politics shows, sport, business, entertainment shows, and is developing an ever-expanding portfolio of programming across its network and apps. It's run by a professional team and is supported by students in various different ways, and it supports students in various different ways. So Centre for Journalism and TV production students will be able to apply for paid internship opportunities where they're paid to be part of the team. And there are other work experience opportunities throughout all of our programmes too. The channel broadcasts live on Freeview Channel 7, on Virgin across Kent, and online too. And it really is a fabulous opportunity, and so many of the students that have gone on to jobs, particularly in TV and related creative industries, have cut their teeth at KMTV. So finally, let's just have a quick look at some other options of studying journalism specifically. One is the joint honours programmes that we run. And these are based down in Canterbury as opposed to the Medway campus. And they give you a foundation in journalism alongside another subject. The important thing to be clear on here is that a joint honours programme does not by itself represent a pathway into a journalism career. These are not professionally accredited programmes and therefore don't give you the professional qualifications that most journalism organisations require. But it does give you some foundation skills in news and features writing and a taste of journalism, which might then inspire you to take further options to develop yourself professionally. So the Joint Honours programmes are English Literature or Cultural Studies. The final option is a year in journalism option. Now this adds a 4th year to any Kent degree in any subject. Most students will take this at the end of the 2nd year or the end of their 3rd year of their core degree, and it's a very focused, intensive year which they spend at the Centre for Journalism doing their professional exams essentially. So it's a part of the accredited National Council for the Training of Journalism programme. The applications for this, however, are something that you would do during your first degree. So just at a very quick glance, those are some of the options for our undergraduate students to look at. The BA in Journalism programme, the new TV and Digital Video Production programme, a Joint Honours Journalism programme, or a year in journalism. And there's, again, at a glance, the entry requirements for those particular programmes. Note, for our journalism programmes, particularly our professionally accredited journalism programmes, all applicants will be interviewed and tested by staff members, and that does mean that we're able to tailor offers specifically to suit individual students. So hopefully that's answered some of the questions that you might have about our degree programmes at the Centre for Journalism. We'd love to be able to show you around in person, and hopefully the day will come quite soon where we're able to do that, because I think seeing our facilities, seeing the KMTV studios, seeing us in person is by far the best way to get the sense of who we are and very much the family feeling that we like to engender with the culture of the centre. So in the meantime, do sign up to our social media accounts, and if you do have any questions, then the numbers and ways of getting hold of us are all on the screen there. Thanks very much.